I asked a whole bunch of our patrons out there. You can find us at patreon.com/Outcasts. I'm sure you just saw a thing tick up on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, where we asked them, hey, we're kind of stuck in a rut talking about religious people all the time and Christian people all the time. Let's give us some fun stuff to talk about. And so we got some suggestions like attack somebody on the left. I'm like, well, give me an example because I don't follow any kooky ass lefties, you know, and I know they're out there. I know they're out there.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. The conspiracy theorists who claim that the text messages sent to us, like, would get your location data and your emails. It was craziness. He was a lefty. That was entirely not true, guys. They can't access your stuff on your phone by sending you a text.
No, you can. They can't. Yeah, that's the problem. Most of the like crazy left wing, they're not.
They're not as crazy as Alex
boring.
Jones.
They are really, really
pretty boring. Yeah,
they're very boring. It's sort of like, no, that's not true.
I would totally go after bad lefties, though.
Yeah, like, send us your stuff. We'll look at it, at least go over it, possibly if it's interesting. So we had somebody that wanted to talk about a breatharianism or breatharian. I don't know how to pronounce this goddamn thing, but
you're right.
So it is a video titled "How to Nourish Yourself Energetically," and I'm gonna let the guy talk. So here
that's what calories are.
Okay, fuck you and your loud ass intro. So let me get past all that real quick.
But I want to start out by saying that's calories.
The guy's name is Ray Maor or Maor. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Here we go.
My name is Ray Maor. Today I'm going to teach you how to nourish yourself energetically. Now, first we need to understand that we are already nourishing ourselves energetically. For example...
Well, then I don't need your fucking video then.
Sure.
I'm already doing it.
Okay.
For your guys...
By eating food?
For your guys' reference, he looks like Sacha Baron Cohen. And he's got this...
Of course he does.
He's got this...
Not possibly look any other way.
And on the video I'm looking at here, he could have framed this mandala, whatever the fuck it is, behind him a lot better. And it's got Hebrew above the top of it on the mandala. And I'm like...
Hebrew?
What? What the fuck? And he's also got it, like, you know, rule of thirds, like framing pictures and stuff.
Yes,
he's got a thermostat, like, literally hovering over where his hand is right here on the video. It's just ridiculous.
I'm going to watch this.
You need to frame that off the camera. You need to get that off the camera. Just pan over just a little bit and you'd be okay.
I have books now.
Books.
You can't tell what they are. I picked them.
So video done. We don't need to find out how to nourish you. Well, apparently we're already doing it, I guess.
Sure.
Yes, we're good.
Okay, great.
I'm good. Okay, what else are we going to have to do?
When we are in love, and in love it doesn't necessarily mean with a spouse, but with the world itself, with a sensation of happiness, or when we are working on a project that is really keeping us in the moment and we're excited about it, you will see that you're energetically nourished anyway, because you don't eat that much.
You mean...
Fuck you. I eat every chance I get.
Okay.
Oh, you know, he's generally right. Like, when I'm working on a painting, I'm not eating at the same time, but that's generally because you don't mix oil paints and food. And I don't generally get hungry when I'm, like, say, in the middle of fucking. But that's because, you know, appropriate times for things.
I mean, you could be hungry for something else.
Well, I mean, what kind of hungry?
I mean... this whole concept of not being hungry is confusing to me.
I'm like, there's sometimes I make a sandwich and I'm like, I really want to go back to playing PlayStation, but my sandwich hand is the controller hand. Like, I can't just look around, you know?
That is a conflict. That is a conflict.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I need to eat, but there's a video game, but I need to eat. That is a real conflict.
Yeah.
He would argue that you should be playing video games. He's basically going to say, like, if you get hungry doing anything you enjoy, like, say, at Disneyland, then you shouldn't be doing it. I guarantee that would be his philosophy.
I'm sure.
But they got churros.
Oh, churros.
You're excited. You see that there's something else. The systems of your body are working in a different way. And there's a lot of different levels of energetic nourishment.
The word is energetic. And he's like...
But, like... Yeah,
I've stumbled over words, but
No,
you're not burning calories from eating. You're burning calories that your body has stored in the form of fat.
right. And there's the whole hormone thing. If you're actively engaged in something, you have
receptors being blocked by
your body is counteracting those hormones. It's
needs. Yes, prioritizing needs. And you will reach a point where your body's like, nope, food now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It will get there. It will get there.
You know what else works for, not eating? Being poor. Or, depressed.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've been super fucking depressed and I'm not hungry.
Man, you know what kills my appetite is working out. So when I go do my pole dancing stuff, I get home and I'm like, I can't put food in this. Like, I just can't. Whatever shifts in my body chemistry, I can't eat after that.
You're lucky because I'm like, what kind of crazy fucking sandwich can I make right now? I'm all sandwich crazy tonight. God damn. Anyway, let's let this guy go some more.
It's not only nourishment from food or from water or from the air we breathe. So the first thing we understand is that our emotions control how much food we want to take. And sometimes days go by and we don't eat anything.
Sorry, I'm very confused there, buddy.
No.
Days?
Yes, your emotions can impact your appetite for sure. But if you're going days without eating, that's deeply unhealthy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's like Venom. He's just going to start eating up your own insides to nourish your body.
Vitamin deficiencies and everything. That's dangerous stuff.
Yeah, there's
one day of fasting where you have like less than 500 calories actually does show some benefit.
Sure.
But please don't go days. No. Please don't go multiple days doing that.
Because we're so happy. Because we're doing whatever it is that we feel that we should be doing. When we understand that it's been 2 o'clock right now, and because of that, our colleagues are going to work, and that is why we're joining them and not because we're actually hungry, then we are not feeding ourselves energetically. Now, each person has a different level of this energetically nourishment called prana or chi.
Oh, now we're redefining.
No.
Fuck you, patron that suggested this one.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing. That is absolutely not the ancient religion sense of chi. That's not what that means. But fucking Western people just have to co-opt all this shit and define it however they want.
Woo.
Chi is just, feeling happy. What? No.
It's the Japanese word for blood. I know that.
And throw off your chi, but it was more complex than just half.
I've had a bad day, chi.
Oh my god! I swear to God, all these Western people, and I'm not a super fan of any superstition, so I'm not advocating for the original way, but they were actually far more complex philosophies. All the Western self-help guru people are always like, it'll make you happy. But there are some really amazing Eastern philosophers that don't just talk about happy. They're not just talking about peace or...
because you can't live as a human being expressing only the one solitary emotion that they're talking about there. You can't be happy all the time.
Yeah, that is.
You can't be at peace all the time.
But that's what their goal is. They sell that that's an achievable thing. And you're broken if you're not happy. You're not. It's fine. A state of okay is perfectly acceptable.
God.
Let's get on with more woo.
Oh,
one of the methods of doing it or activating it even more is being aware that it exists.
Okay, mindfulness is actually a thing. I understand that is a healthy thing for your brain, but
there's perfectly non-movie mindfulness activities.
there are. It's not that. It's not that
focusing chi and.
No,
it's not like an ancient secret or anything. It's
not. I mean, it is, and it's not
sort of, yeah. But there's
even ancient methods of meditation that are just straight up legit. A lot of times they are tied in with sort of spirituality or superstition because, we didn't have science.
Because they are, but they don't have to be.
But the methods are pretty legit. But
right,
like, but yeah, no, like he's like making this. He's really twisting good advice into some really toxic shit.
I'm gonna try to jump ahead in this one because I don't want to hear more mindfulness, and I want to see him talk about things that you need to do. I'm trying to jump ahead and see if he's got. He
lost me at the not eating thing. Really.
That was some nonsense. No, please don't go days without eating. But then also, I want to talk to people who have, we have this weird obsession with being happy in this culture. I really think it's fed by capitalism, where like, we'll sell you happiness, right? And if you're not happy, you're broken. There's something broken in you because you're supposed to be happy. Despair and hopelessness are, and they can reach points where they're really detrimental to your life and your well-being.
I like a good dose of fear every once in a while,
There's that. But yeah, a big thing that a big problem in this culture is not experiencing emotion. And it's okay to experience your emotions. No, that doesn't ever give you an excuse to be a dick to anyone. And if you're a dick, just say you're sorry and don't do it again. Don't do that kind of dick thing again, because we're always learning. But if your general state is just, I'm okay, that's a perfectly valid state. As long as you're not completely lost in some doldrums or maybe numb to things. But
what's wrong with being numb?
That says to me that everything is in nice homeostatic levels. Like everything that you could be playing the tug of war on your system is all equally balanced.
You experience joy and happiness in these wonderful moments where they're real and they're meaningful. And then you experience sadness and fear and pain. These are all things that are a part of our experience. You don't need to be
just the one. You're not a monolith, you don't need to have the one thing that rules it all.
In fact, mostly you should just be experiencing these things as they occur.
Right.
And that's
sometimes you're just hungry.
And
right now.
Then you should eat food.
Exactly. I jumped ahead quite a bit here. Let's see what he says.
That has energy of victimizing and death.
What?
Probably.
Let me rewind.
Or chicken, especially the type of meat or chicken that we have right in our life.
Okay, so he's talking about eating meat, and this is the energy it passes on to you, kind of thing.
That has been processed, that has not been happy, that has energy of victimizing and death, probably, or murder, or giving the whole life build up. Now, I'm not lecturing you to not eat meat. I'm telling you that this is the lowest vibration of energy. It means that your body will actually take the lowest amount of energy from it.
No, well, that's just not true, because they're higher calorie. That's literally measurably not true. Your body will get more energy from meat because they're higher in calorie, generally. Yeah. They're denser in calorie.
I've been doing just fine with super high protein, super high fat diet right now, and it's giving me some pretty goddamn good energy. Eat all that dried meats that you want.
Sorry, I will eat the foie gras wrapped veal. That's
oh god,
extra. I want to make sure. I want to make sure it's like extra sad too.
Like, I will eat a orphan that has been stuffed with foie gras and cooked with the veal gravy.
Make sure it stays alive long enough to see you slaughter its mother first. Just make sure it's extra sad.
And you keep its head propped exactly facing that direction.
Right.
Yeah,
you can't
the
turn
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's so fucking wooey, and I'm not going to listen to anymore because
that was
why
really
people?
Painful. We didn't even get to the part where he was like, "You can breathe things." I don't know. He did say you can go several days without eating, which again, please do not do the thing.
No. It starts to kill your brain cells. Clearly,
I watched a bunch of this earlier. He had a part where he's like, if you breathe in deeply over and over again as you're like having mindfulness time or whatever the fuck he calls it, and you breathe in deeply and you start feeling tingly sensations in your fingertips. I'm like, no, seek a medical professional if you're feeling tingly fingers. You know?
You're either depriving yourself of oxygen or your blood sugar's like crashing.
I've gotten like some really deep breathing exercise. Got like a floaty feeling. You can get a floaty feeling.
Sure, you can get a floaty feeling, but tingling.
I did get tingling in my fingers when that's how I found out I had carpal tunnel.
Yeah,
so yeah, see a doctor. It might be carpal tunnel.
I mean,
or you might be dying.
First, eat a sandwich. Then go see a doctor.
That's why he's getting tingling, because he hasn't eaten in 3 days.
Oh, this shit that I'm doing is really working. I'm totally not feeling anything. I'm so tired. I'm gonna nap now.
Oh my god! Please eat
Fuck
food.
this guy.